Well, back to that breaking news we've been telling you about, swine flu concerns. Officials at the Centers for Disease Control in Atlanta, they're catching up on a backlog of tests. The number of confirmed cases of swine flu nationwide jumped over the weekend from 160 to 226 cases. Here in Michigan, there are 39 probable cases of swine flu, including 26 in West Michigan, including 13 of those suspected cases being reported in Kent County, 12 cases in Ottawa County. Right now, we want to go to the Lakeshore for continuing team coverage, and 24-Hour News 8's Leon Hendricks standing by for us live tonight in Holland. Leon?
That's right, Emily. We're standing in the single most affected city by this in West Michigan. It is Holland, where just a few blocks away from where we are is Hope College, where 10 of the 12 reported cases come out of. Now, behind me, you can see Tulip Time. Some of the festivities here have wrapped up, and the swine flu hasn't seemed to have an effect on those. This weekend, Holland seems to be the place to be.
That's the best part about Tulip Time.
The food.
Tulip Time has transformed downtown Holland once again, with this time with the backdrop of being in one of the hardest hit H1N1 or swine flu counties in the state. 12 reported cases in Ottawa County alone, only topped by the 13 cases in Kent County. A damper on Tulip Time? Yep.
Swine flu feels like it's been a factor so far this year. We have great weather and people are coming out.
And they are. The streets packed, the banjo bumping, the ketchup squirting, and of course, these healthy treats selling.
So we're going to come have an open little community.
Matt Green, the Tulip Time veteran. No flu would come between him and these.
I've been at every Tulip Time with my family since I was 3 years old. I'm 44, so 31 Tulip Times.
The celebrations didn't stop there. Hope College had its commencement today, drawing hundreds of out-of-towners to the area. Graduation as usual, despite the highly unusual. The fact that 10 of the Ottawa County cases were reported from Hope College, one of the recoverees in the graduating class. But nothing was different about this commencement. The pomp and circumstance, complete with handshakes. The students that had the virus are doing well. This is one of them.
I had tears right down my face.
The swine brought tears to this college senior's face, tears and lots of misery.
I would go from a headache, then it would be cold, and then it would be hot, and then I would have body pains.
Aside from the lingering cough, he's better now, and even though it was bad for him, the mood in Holland has little to do with the swine flu.
I guess if it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
But perhaps something that's even more contagious. Joy. Now back here live, Tulip Time continues throughout the week, and day by day we continue to get releases that let us know about more and more cases of the swine flu. It will be interesting to see if, as this situation continues to develop, if it will have an effect here at Tulip Time. Reporting in Holland live tonight, Leon Hendricks, 24-Hour News 8.
Our team coverage continues right now with 24-Hour News 8 reporter Tony Tagliavia. He's live in the newsroom with more. Tony?
Evening, Emily. Out of those schools that we've been talking about that will be closed for the week beginning tomorrow, Monday, 2 of those schools are Grand Rapids Public Schools. With us live on the phone now, Superintendent Dr. Bernard Taylor with Grand Rapids Public Schools. Dr. Taylor, thanks for taking the time to be with us.
Thank you. Good evening.
First of all, can you tell us, Dr. Taylor, what the school district learned that prompted this decision? I know there was a recommendation from Kent County. Are you familiar with the actual incident that prompted all of this?
Again, we received notification that we had 2 students who may possibly have been infected with swine flu. We decided to wait until we received confirmation from the Kent County Health Department. We received that at 9:39 that these were cases, and then we put into effect our emergency preparedness plan. What we also did last week, though, just as a general precautionary note, was to send information out to staff and students about what we would do in the event that we had to enact our plan, and that's what we did. But I decided, along in consultation with members of the board, in consultation with staff, to wait until we received guidance from medical professionals. The Kent County Health Department, they did that, and that's why we enacted this plan.
And Dr. Taylor, in all the conversation about H1N1 flu, there have been a lot of different adjectives used, like possible case, probable case, and once a case goes to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in Atlanta, then it can become a confirmed case. To your knowledge, do you know, are these probable cases that we're talking about?
Again, I'm following the guidelines that the Kent County Health Department has advised us to follow. These are consistent with the Michigan Department of Community Health guidelines, and these are consistent with what has been enacted through the Centers for Disease Control. So we went solely on the basis of what we were recommended to do by the Kent County Health Department after they were in consultation with again, the Michigan Department of Health and the CDC.
And again, to reiterate, the two GRPS schools, Brookside Elementary, Union High School, as far as students and parents with at other GRPS facilities, Dr. Taylor, it's business as usual, except for the precautions that you're taking.
It's business as usual. We certainly would advise parents if their children are not feeling well to keep them home. But what I want to reiterate is that we are going to follow the guidance of medical professionals. Once we receive indications from the Kent County Health Department that we need to close a school, that's exactly what we will do. But I think it's best to leave these decisions to medical professionals. That's what I believe is the most prudent thing to do, and that's what we will do in the future. The other thing is that staff at both of those schools will be reporting back to work on Wednesday. And again, that is consistent with the recommendations that we received from the Kent County Health Department.
Thank you very much for your time, Dr. Taylor. Staff, as you just mentioned, to report on Wednesday. Students, barring other information, will be back a week from Monday, May the 11th. We also want to mention tonight, we got off the phone with Karen Lott, the assistant superintendent in the Forest Hills Public Schools, confirming to us that tests have come back negative for a possible flu case, H1N1 flu case, that was affecting students at Eastern Middle and High School, Forest Hills Eastern Middle and High School. And again, that test negative. All Forest Hills schools will be open on Monday. Emily?